We're at Vassar College. Talking about the like.
Bruh, 3 hours. We had 6 hours of sleep between us. I just taught a workshop from 9 to 3 p.m. in Connecticut. Carve had a show last night at Cortland. He was on a bus for 6 hours. Got home long enough to physically drop his bag on the ground. Then took a cab to Harlem, where he met me, where we took an hour-and-a-half train ride to Poughkeepsie, where we are now, to do a show for the next hour, which starts in about 10 minutes.
Shout out to Bridgewater Afro Am organization that hooked me up with this amazing sweater. They put my name on it. Shouts out to Francisca. I love you, Francisca. You really looked out. That's the Afro.
Oh no, I mean, there's only 14.
Listen.
So this is your 5-minute mark.
Gotcha.
Great.
Yeah, I like that shit.
Yeah. Hey. Stop. Stop.
Woo! 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 You already know what the deal is, cuz it's your boy Josh. I got some page work, I got some stage work. You already know, man. It's the boys, we've been at it since like whenever, you know what I mean? Like,
Listen.
Carlos Lasson is a Haitian-American award-winning performance artist who has been gracing stages and passions around the United States, United Kingdom, and the Caribbean. So he has a long catalog, so we're gonna go through the catalog championships. So he's a 2011 Eureka Grand Slam champion. Most recently, he was featured on the 2nd and 3rd seasons of the hit television series Versus and Flow, and has opened for the likes of Elle Varner, Luke James, and Jill Scott.
And Joshua Bennett. Joshua Bennett is a performance poet from Yonkers, New York. A graduate of the University of Pennsylvania, Joshua graduated with distinction, Phi Beta Kappa, and magna cum laude. After double majoring in English and Africana studies, he is currently a third-year doctoral candidate in English at Princeton University. When he's not writing, reading, or performing, Joshua enjoys watching the hit Cartoon Network series Adventure Time.
this is gonna pop.
And practicing. So, guys, we are so pleased, honored, and you know what to say. Without further ado,
You know what I'm saying? But I already feel the energy in here is thick, it's lovely. I also want to say that me and Josh have been touring all week, and I just got off a 6-hour bus from Ithaca, and I had to fight like a pregnant woman and a Martian to get on the bus. It was crazy. So we really gonna need your energy.
What's up, bro? We were waiting for you, man. Yeah, we was waiting for you, bro.
So this is what's gonna happen, man. I'm gonna have one of my best friends in the world. He's gonna come up here and he is going to rock for you. I knew this cat when he wore big sneakers, white tees that were this long, and he was mad smart. So one of the most loving,
Bakar is a brilliant teaching artist and a brilliant mentor.
most graceful, most tender individuals.
My favorite thing about him is that he's generous.
To my best friend,
He gives the world.
he's gonna be one of the groomsmen at my wedding.
So please give all of your love
Give it up
for Carbon.
for Joshua Brandon.
Now don't mess up.
Listen.
I just kind of want to know, like, if any defining moment or what it was in your specific, relative to you guys, your personal lives, what it was that made you guys adamant about writing.
I guess the moment probably came when I started reading Toni Morrison, and I realized that words can make you free. That words gave us a set of tools with which we could like fight against the world that told us we weren't beautiful.
I just needed to. It was either right or die. it's always been that extremity for me. If I didn't write things out, I would have died. So it was for my life. I used to be an angry poet. My first poem, man, you remember that? Take you on a journey through my eyes. You remember that?
I'm a spoken word poet too, and one of the things that I find hard is like, I know that like I think I get too caught up in trying to like make the images in my work beautiful rather than like, and I forget that like the precedent for poetry is truth. So like, I'm wondering how you like combat that, like beyond just like trying to make it beautiful, but also like putting truth behind that beauty.
So I have a mentor, Greg Pardo, who's like, I just don't have time for poems that don't have risk. I don't have time for people layering lyric on top of the emotional center of the poem. Like, why do I care? When I come to the poem on the page, tell me why I'm invested. Why do I want to know you? Think about the poem as a kind of person, right? When people encounter our poems, I want my poem to be a person you would love to know, that you would love to have a conversation with beyond the 3 minutes, right? And I think part of how that happens is when we're continually reflective.
So I love both of your guys' pieces, but I think kind of a personal question on that matter. Like, how do you get past the emotions?
This is going to be the hardest thing, realizing that it's actually even not about you. A lot of the times I had to write poems for other people. There was a poem I didn't do tonight about me getting out of a depression. And there was a poem about my depression. And I did this poem in North Carolina, and this guy was like, I was going to kill myself last night, and I saw your poem online. And I wanted to meet you before I killed myself, and now that I came to the show, I don't want to do it anymore. It had nothing to do with me, but it had to do with God. We are the Strivers Row.
I thought it was wonderful, very touching, truth, art, creative, wonderful for our students, wonderful for me. So I hope that you spread that love around and hope you come back to Vassar.
So we're so grateful, Council of Black Seniors, to have Strivers Row come to Vassar and to speak to us.
Oh, it's a wonderful show. I love the history to the work. I love the realism to the work, the honesty. I was just at 125th Street yesterday, so I know exactly what they're talking about. And I think you all have found a beautiful way to express the true voice of people of color.
Listen.
Dinner party for my brother's blog, holdthegarnish.com. Check that, that's holdthegarnish.com. My brother's name is Alex Howard, so he is a cook. He's an amazing cook. And he's launching his food site where he creates and curates his own dishes, puts the recipes up there, puts pictures and videos of how to get it done. And his whole motto is great food, no frills. Everybody can make this food, everybody can make delicious food. They don't have to worry about it being fancy or bougie, anything like that. It's real simple and it's real good, as you can see. This was the Guinness beer battered shrimp. I'm about to go get them in a batch right now so our lovely guests can stop complaining. But yeah, that's why we're here, holdthegarnish.com.